Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. Today is Monday, January the 6th, 2014, and I'm running a little bit behind for this week's weekly psychic reading. So this is the reading for today, Monday, January 6th to Sunday, January the 12th, 2014. And welcome to 2014. Today we're going to be using Sonia Choquette's Trust Your Vibes deck. I've been having a lot of people choosing this deck in the readings that I've been doing and thought we would give it a shot for the weekly reading. Your crystal choices for today are labradorite, rose quartz, and carnelian. So again, that's labradorite, rose quartz, and carnelian. So what we'll do is we'll give the cards a shuffle, and we're going to ask the angels and our guides what messages they have for us for the coming week to help keep us balanced, healthy, stable, strong, and moving forward in a positive direction. So the first card that we choose is for today and Tuesday. So Monday and Tuesday's card is Ask Your Spirit Helpers. So a big message with this is that it's really important that we're asking our guides and our angels for help. And you know, for a lot of us, we're getting back into the swing and the routine of work, back to school if you have kids, or if you yourself are going back to school. And it's a rough time, you know, after you've had a bit of a holiday to kind of get back into the swing of day-to-day life. So it's really important that you're asking your guides and your helpers right now, your angels, for help in kind of balancing things and smoothing the way. It's also really important to make sure that you're taking some time out and downtime for yourself too. This tends to be a time of year when there's a lot of go, go, go. We're starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed. Christmas bills and whatnot have started piling up, and so it's really important that you make sure that you take some downtime for yourself to kind of keep things balanced. So the first couple of days this week, it's all about keeping balanced, and it's all about asking for help. Wednesday and Thursday play. So again, the message is coming up that it's really important that you're doing things for yourself, really important not to be taking things too seriously, and to laugh and enjoy and have fun. This card here also talks about getting in touch with your inner child, and if you have children, it's also really important to make sure that you're spending time with them, particularly if they're younger children, and making sure that you're being playful and having fun. And also another message that's coming up for Wednesday and Thursday is to approach any problems or difficulties that you may have with a sense of fun, a sense of playfulness, rather than seeing things as being very difficult or impossible. Pull out your crayons, pull out a feeling of imagination and say, okay, well, what if absolutely anything was possible right now? How would that change this situation? And really turn things around, because this week doesn't have to be hard at all. The message that's coming up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is to cloak yourself in light. So this card here really talks about making sure that you're doing things to protect, shield, and ground yourself. That there are potentially a lot of negative kind of energies, people who are in a negative kind of mindset. And you know, the message for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is to not take that on as your own. You know, if the people around you are in a bad mood, don't take that on as yours, but excuse yourself from the situation, surround yourself in light. And one of the things that I really enjoy doing, and this is particularly beneficial for anybody who is clairsentient or empathetic, meaning that you feel what other people feel, is I like to surround myself in an energetic bubble in light. I really kind of like pink because it's a very soft color, as well as being very strong and protective. And my thing is that any energy that's positive and loving can come right on in. But anything that's kind of negative, I ask that it be deflected off of me and sent back to the person who sent it out, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and that it be transmuted into love, so that I'm not perpetuating the feeling of negativity. So looking at the week in in kind of review, make sure that you're asking for help for today and tomorrow, for Monday and Tuesday, making sure that you're taking some time out for yourself, but it's also all about balance and getting things back together and knowing that you aren't alone in doing that. For Wednesday and Thursday, it's really important that you're taking time to play and looking at things from a playful perspective. So rather than being drawn down into the drama of things or seeing things as being impossible, see it as, you know, approach everything with a feeling of fun and seeing it as a game and something that you can move through very easily. And in fact, with the horse that we have here, just rock right through it. And then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, surrounding yourself in light. So, you know, not taking on anything from anybody else. And also the message that's been coming up for so many people lately is knowing that it's not personal. So if somebody's in a bad mood and they kind of start to take it out on you, know that it isn't personal. Don't take it on, and move forward in your merry way, on your merry way rather, and send them as much love and light and support as you can. All right, for the people who chose Labradorite, the message for you this week is body talk. So it's really important that you're paying attention to what your body is saying to you. So it could be that, big thing for you guys this week is detox, both in diet. Diet is going to be really important for you. So paying attention to the foods that you're eating, being aware of what makes your body happy and what doesn't, making sure that you're, drinking lots of water. And also sleep is going to be really important to you too. So particularly with this being a time when people are kind of getting back into the swing of day-to-day life after the holidays, it's really important to make sure that you're really taking care of yourself and listening to the cues that your body is giving you, and not what's the word I'm looking for? And not just kind of pushing through. So making sure that you're aware of the expectations that you're setting for yourself, and making sure that they're expectations that are reasonable so that you aren't putting too much pressure on yourself. So really pay attention to what your body is saying. This is also a great time to make sure that you're getting into exercise, that you're doing things, anything that's physically supporting your body is what it's all about this week for you guys. For the people who chose rose quartz, laugh. And I love how this has come up right underneath the play card. With the laugh card, it's really important that you find humor in everyday life. I saw a meme on Facebook, and you know, if it's a meme on Facebook, it's got to be true. But what it was saying was that children up to the age of about 4 years old laugh almost 400 times a day, and as adults, we laugh about 15 times a day. So at some point in the time that we grew up, we lost something to laugh about. So make sure that you're doing something every day, or you're finding humor in every day. So for you guys this week, it's all about raising up, lifting things up, and not taking things really seriously. The other thing that's coming up with that too, and there was another thing, and it just slipped out of my head. So there you go. There's your first, or one of your laughs for the day, is having a chuckle at that. Oh yes, I know what it was. When you laugh, you raise your vibration. You go into a place of pure joy, pure happiness, and all it does is it raises your vibration. So every time that there's something to laugh about, laugh honestly, laugh from your heart, laugh from your soul, because it really changes your mood, it changes your energy, it changes the vibration, it changes everything. It's very transformative. So laugh. For you guys who have chosen rose quartz. For the people who have chosen carnelian, make a note of it. So it's really important. One of the things that's coming up is that there are a lot of messages that you are receiving. If you chose carnelian rather, there's a lot of information that you're receiving, and it's really important that you're writing it down. And that's coming up from a couple of different perspectives. One, the quantity of information that's coming through. It feels like there's so much that's coming in that sometimes you forget about things. So make a note of writing it down. And the other aspect to that is it also provides qualification, or it's kind of support, and it really helps when you write down the intuitions that you receive to prove it to your ego that this is something that you've realized. And so this is particularly important for people who have who do a lot of dreaming and have a lot of prophetic type dreams, or if you have a feeling about somebody, you start thinking about somebody just kind of out of the blue, write down the day and kind of the time that you were thinking about them. And I wouldn't be surprised if over the next couple of days that you hear from that person, or you find out that they've just gone through a really difficult time. I remember several years ago I was driving along one day, and completely out of the blue I thought about a guy that I went to elementary school and high school with, and I come home later and on Facebook's a pretty big theme for this week, and on Facebook I saw that it was his birthday. So just little things like that, it's really important to make sure that you make a note of it, because that helps to get ego out of the way and say, hey, you know what I'm receiving is really true and really accurate. So that is the week that we have for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always great to see from you, see you, hear from you. Thank you so much for the likes and the comments and everything that you say. I'm wishing you a truly fabulous week.